What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon NBA DFS video. We are in 2024. It is Tuesday. It is January 2nd, and we are back with a 6-game main slate for NBA, and we're very excited about it. So, if you've never been here before, we do things a little bit differently. So what you see on the screen right now is today's article. Anytime there's at least 5 games, we're going to give you 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value picks at each position. After the video, if you would click on the article just to show us that you are looking at the article, that helps us drive to our website. That would be amazing. If not, I completely understand. Other ways to help the channel out, just like the video, be a subscriber. Click on the ads. I know they're annoying, but it does help us out for as much. It's just me on the website, so as much time and energy that goes into these articles, videos, projections, everything we have on the site, clicking on the ad helps out a lot. So every day we're trying to give away free DFS content. So like the video, be a subscriber. If the video gets 50 likes, someone's going to win a free week of DFS content. Includes NBA, NFL, and PGA for this week. 100 likes is a free month. 125 likes is a free year. And if any video of ours ever get 150 or more likes, you leave a comment, you are a subscriber, you have a chance to win a lifetime pass, normally worth $499. So super simple, super easy. Another way to do it, like the video, be a subscriber, and tell me who is going to score the most amount of DraftKings fantasy points today and how many points are they going to score. The person closest without going over, Price is Right rules, is going to win a free week of DFS content. If someone gets the exact DraftKings fantasy points correct on the dot, they're going to win a free month of content. So that includes a month of DFS and sports betting. So definitely check it out if you have not already. And let's check out the Vegas odds real quick. Now, depending on when you watch this video, maybe they've moved a little bit. So currently right now, Thunder Celtics is the highest over-under, 239. Celtics only a 2.5 point favorite. So this could be a close game. Then we've got the Grizzlies versus Spurs. Grizzlies are actually 11.5 point favorite, 233 over-under. We've got Kings Hornets. Kings are a 16 point favorite. So again, a couple of these games have 3 of these games have blowout potential. So it's definitely something to pay attention to, especially if you are building lineups throughout. Be careful when using these players, because if you don't pick the correct player in this blowout, maybe they sit and we get the bench players. So if you are one that makes let's say you make 20 lineups, I would do the starters obviously for these games, and then I would go and look at the bench, and I would look at the minutes that they play on the bench, off the bench, whatever they play. Then maybe make a secondary lineup, just in case there is an actual blowout here. We got the Hornets, 16 point underdog. So get some Hornets players in there. Not a ton of them that I like, though. And we're going to go over that at the end of the video. Warriors Magic 232, only a 3 point spread. Pelicans Nets 6.5 point spread for the Pelicans, 230 over under. And then 76ers Bulls. 76ers are a 10.5 point favorite, 224 over under. If Embiid is back, which I believe he should be. Let's see. Yeah, so he is back. He has not played since December 22nd. So that takes away Paul Reed. That takes away the backup here. But you can see, I mean, when he's playing 70 plus, 68, double-doubles almost. He's getting a ton of rebounds. So you just look at this, 10 plus rebounds would be a bet I'd look at. He has not gone under 10 rebounds since November 17th. Where he played 37 minutes. So if he's playing, I don't believe there's any minutes restriction. So yeah, Mo Bamba's probably out completely. Paul Reed maybe plays a little bit, but it's not going to be effective. I love Joel Embiid today. That is definitely what I'm looking at. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over today's article. Then we're going to go over the matchups like we've done in the past. And then after that, we're going to go over the depth charts. Now, we did this for baseball a lot, and our baseball videos were 45 minutes to an hour long. If you've never seen them before, highly suggest go into our playlist, look at September, or actually like July and August were the real sweet spots of just dog days of summer, and the videos were there. We're very excited. We are now 2 months away, just a little over 2 months away from having baseball back. So we're ramping up. So my thing is, let me know what you guys would like to see with these baseball videos in the new season. I want to get as much information as I possibly can. So that being said, let's dig into this article real quick and we'll go from there. So the value plays will open up and change once these questionable or game time decision players are out. So that is why I tell you, go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, check out all of the projections. We've got player projections, we've got simulations, we've got top plays, we've got it all. So looking at point guard, SGA, we've got him at 51 fantasy points, De'Aaron Fox at 47, Ja Morant at 46. Mid-tier, Spencer Dinwiddie at 32, Devin Vassell 32, and Josh Giddey at 39. Then we've got mid-tier, or 29, Josh Giddey. And then value picks, Cole Anthony, 25, Trey Jones, 23, and Malachi Branham at 21. Also, don't forget, in the description, check out the Discord channel. The link will be there. And we're starting to get more and more discussions and back and forth with everybody. It's been really fun. So shooting guard, we got Desmond Bane at 44 fantasy points, Brandon Ingram 42, Steph Curry 41. Mid-tier, Malik Monk at 29, Klay Thompson 29, and Marcus Smart at 28. And then your value picks as of right now this morning, shooting guard, we got Kelly Oubre Jr. 24, Alex Caruso 23, and Cody Martin at 19. Small forward, Jason Tatum 47, DeMar DeRozan 41, Franz Wagner 39. Mid-tier, Patrick Williams 27, Andrew Wiggins 26, and Cam Thomas 24. And then some value as of right now, Lou Dort at 22. We've got Herbert Jones 22 and Trey Murphy the third at 22. Now Trey Murphy is questionable. Definitely pay attention. I don't know if I'm going to be using him much at all with that, especially with the questionable tag, but we all need to get him in there for you just a little bit. Moving to the power forward, you got Paolo Banchero at 44, Victor Wembanyama at 41, Jaren Jackson Jr. at 40. Mid-tier, Tobias Harris 33, Jalen Williams 32, Keegan Murray 30. Love me some Keegan Murray, but with the spread being 16, he might not get a full complement of minutes. So be weary of that. And then value for power forward, PJ Washington 26, Andrew Wiggins 26, and Jonathan Kuminga here at 24. Then we move to the center position. You got Joel Embiid. I love him. I think he's going to score the most. I wouldn't be surprised if he scores for 70 plus. Now, these projections, if you've never been here before, they are lower end projections, basically floor projections. As long as the minutes are there, the blowout potential is not overly concerning. They don't get injured or teed up and kicked out of the game. They shouldn't score any less than this. That is generally what our algorithm has shown us. But we're never going to project out like a win. Giannis went off for 95 or Luka went off for 95. We're never going to project that out. So just keep that in mind. So we got Embiid at 55. We got Sabonis at 51. We got Andre Drummond at 42. I'll have to change that. Mid-tier, Chet Holmgren 39, Nick Claxton 36, and Jonas Valanciunas at 32. And then your value, Wendell Carter Jr. 24, Paul Reed 23, and Al Horford 23 fantasy points. So there is the article. If you would please click on the link down below, that would help out so much. So looking at the matchups here, Bulls 76ers, big favorite here. The Bulls, so here's the weird thing. Their opponent points per game, they rank 22nd out of 30. Their defensive rating is 16th. So they are giving up a ton of points to the opposing team. Love me some 76ers here. So if we look at the 76ers, obviously Embiid is in play for me. Maxey, Harris. Basically, it's Kelly Oubre Jr., Harris, Maxey, Embiid. Paul Reed, he's going to be relegated back down. I would look at Oubre here. Batum just depends on the minutes. I mean, he's playing 19 to 20, 27-ish minutes, not doing a ton there. So those would be the ones that I look at. Patrick Beverley, looking at this, his minutes are, it's very up and down. Not much going on. Cheaper option it is. If it is a blowout, he could come in against his former team. Maybe that's a thing. I don't know. That's what I would look at there. Chicago-wise, DeRozan, Drummond, Kobe White, Patrick Williams, Caruso. he's getting some minutes. I mean, he's getting 30-plus minutes. Not doing a ton with it, but he is getting the minutes. So Io, if he's in there, I like him. That's probably it. Dosunmu up is what I would look at there. Then we got the Nets at the Pelicans. Pelicans are scoring, they have the advantage for points per game. They have the advantage for pace and the pace for the last 10. Other than that, the Nets here are ranked a little bit better. Whether or not that's going to play a factor, I don't know. I think I'd rather take the Pelicans, but there are some Nets players we could definitely look at here. So if we're looking at this, we go with the Pelicans, obviously Ingram. Williamson, he's 7,800. Hasn't really hit value much. It did hit value against Utah. It's up and down. With value, if you're playing cash, you need at least 6 to 6.5 times value. If you're playing tournaments, 7, 7.5, upwards of 8+ times value. Williamson, I think he's just too expensive to not get you where you need to go. I would look at McCollum. I would look at Valanciunas. Trey Murphy is questionable. Definitely pay attention. See if he's in or out there. Herbert Jones, Larry Nance, the minutes, they fluctuate. I mean, he's hitting value the past couple of games. Big time. Huge value. Almost 10 times value. If he is in, I don't mind him as a value pick here, Larry Nance Jr., if he is actually going to be in. And then looking at Brooklyn players, Bridges, obviously, Dinwiddie, Claxton, Cam Thomas, Cam Johnson, I'm okay with. Sharp, maybe. Game log, again, he's not playing very many minutes. We did get screwed over here against OKC 2 days ago. Don't want to talk about it, but probably off my list. So it's probably Johnson and up for me in this one. We've got Spurs versus Grizzlies. Grizzlies are a massive favorite here. Spurs have every single category, but I want the Grizzlies more. So if we do look at that, Memphis players, obviously Morant would make sense. Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr., Marcus Smart, Vince Williams Jr. The minutes, he's not really hitting value, so I don't know if I'd use him. Aldama, I think, is pretty much the same. He's getting some minutes, but not much value. Probably off of him. So to be completely honest with you, maybe Biyombo here is a tournament option. Derrick Rose, when's the last time? His minutes are very capped. He's got 31 that was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago almost. But yeah, he hasn't done much. So it's basically Smart and up, those four for Memphis. San Antonio, Wembanyama, Vassell, Sokin, Trey Jones, Malachi Branham is probably as low as I would go on this one. Then we got the Celtics at the Thunder. Could be a closer game than we're expecting. Celtics, the only thing, the category that they are better at, offensive rating. So they do put up some points. And again, and take all of these tools combined. So we see this, we see Vegas odds, we see the Celtics it's a highest over under here, and it's a close game. I want exposure to both sides of the ball here. Tatum, Brown, Porzingis, Derek White, Jrue Holiday, Al Horford, Peyton Pritchard. Those are what I'd go with Boston. Looking at OKC, SGA, Holmgren, Jalen Williams, Josh Giddey, Lou Dort. I'm looking at them. Isaiah Joe, the minutes, not really. So I think it's going to be Dort and up for me for OKC, but I do want exposure to this game. Highest over-under on the slate, a very close spread. Definitely monitor this. Maybe it changes throughout the day, but I want exposure to this game. Then we've got the Magic versus the Warriors. Warriors just are not looking. They're not the big team that everyone's scared of. They're 2 games under 500. Magic are a better team right now. Magic does have pace of play. Last 5 and 10 better at. On the flip side of that, if you look at the Warriors, they have points per game, opponents points per game. So that's the thing. You want to take exposure. Warriors are giving up 116.3 points per game to opposing teams, whereas the Magic are giving up 110. So that would lean, I want the Magic players a little bit more. So Bonchero, Franz Wagner, Suggs, Cole Anthony, Wendell Carter Jr., depends on the minutes. Goge here, you got 11, 12, 9, and then 30, 22. I don't know. I don't think I'm using him. Probably Wendell Carter Jr., skip Goga, and then go up here for those players. Golden State, it's the same. It's Curry, Thompson, Podziemski, maybe. He's getting the minutes. He's getting the value. I wouldn't mind Brandon here. You got Chris Paul, the minutes. They're there. I mean, he's coming off a really good game, 44.5. But then, nothing at 19, 22. It's very hit or miss for Chris Paul. But this could be one of the, Jonathan Kuminga, I like Andrew Wiggins as well. And you could look a little bit at Jackson Davis here. The minutes are there. The value's there. He's hitting value. So he would be one that I would look at. So Trace Jackson Davis and up, I would look at. Chris Paul's probably only a tournament play for me today. And then Hornets versus Kings. I mean, Kings, massive favorite. Blowout potential is there. That's a problem. But if we want to look at that Charlotte players, I mean, you can see all their big guys are out. You got Miles Bridges, Brandon Miller, PJ Washington, Nick Richards. Those would be the one. Caleb Martin, maybe. Those would be the ones I'd look at. Sacramento, Sabonis, Fox. Keegan Murray, as long as it's not like a huge blowout, but if he's in there with minutes. See, he's coming off 26 minutes against Memphis, but they blew him out. So you could see, if they're going to blow him out, he gets sat. So that's the problem. But he hasn't hit value in a couple of games. But if he wants to right the ship, I think it could be this one. Trying to see if he's played Charlotte this year. He has not. So if you just kind of look at that, Keegan Murray, I like Malik Monk, Kevin Huerter, Harrison Barnes, Trey Lyles. Probably Trey Lyles and up would be what I'd look at. So that's it. That's the video. That's what we've got going on. If anyone has questions, comments, concerns, get those down below or email us, dfshelp1@gmail.com. Don't forget to enter the contest to try to win. We're very excited. We still have NFL content coming through. We've got week 18. Let me drop down below if you won your championship. I sadly lost the championship game because Saquon couldn't do anything. Travis Kelce was playing with his fingers in his butt pretty much the second half of the season. Jahmyr Gibbs only got me 6. I had Jalen Reed, and he put up 21 in the first half, and I was only down 10 at that point. I thought maybe he comes back from halftime, comes in, and for whatever reason has the best game of his life, which he was already headed to, and then he got hurt, and I lost. So there's that. But yeah, so we've still got DFS NFL for. It's crazy because we've got about 3 more weeks of NFL DFS, which is nuts because it feels like it just started. But that's the good thing. Once NFL ends, we have NBA till June. On top of that, we've got MLB, which I'm so excited about. Very excited to bring you guys both MLB and NBA at the same time. It's been a few years since we've done that. We've got NASCAR. We've got golf. We've got some things. If you guys are into NASCAR, we will continue that. If there's not much traction in NASCAR or golf, probably will take those out of rotation. It just depends if you guys are into those sports. So that's what I've got for you. As always, hopefully you have a great weekend. Hopefully you're back to work. Or not hopefully you're back to work, but hopefully if you're back to work, you have a fantastic week. Let's get on the right path. Let's get DFS going. Let's get our sports betting back. And we are going to be back with NFL content. That'll be out throughout the week. We're very excited for the last week of the regular season. So good luck in the NBA and anything else you do today. And let's bring them some bacon. Peace.